Okay, guys, we're going to start out with the bonus tip, how to break the end gateway block. And just take a look at the snapshot that I got up here. And that's where you need to place a red mushroom on top of the mycelium or podzol to break the end gateway. And then afterwards, you'll see this. It may take a couple times to bone meal that red mushroom to get it to work, but it will happen. Okay, guys, also, if you like this kind of content, go ahead and subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell to do all those YouTube things. I really appreciate it. It does help the channel and keeps me motivated to keep making videos. Now on to the video. Hey guys, welcome back. This is Jax on the channel, The Jaxster. Today I got a new video. Well, actually, it's an update video, but I'm gonna try to do this quick. I'm not gonna do any elaborate things. We're gonna do everything in creative, just so you get the idea of what you need to do. And this works perfectly good on single player realms and servers. One caution that I might mention on this is that if this is the first time you do it, I have had on a realm where the nether star did not spawn, so we had to kill it again, which is pretty easy because it's AFK withering, suffocating the wither. So it's pretty easy once you get it set up. I mean, you do need to kill the dragon. That's one thing also. You do need to know where the location is if you're going to use the fountain in the nether or the end to kill it. If you've already killed the dragon, you got a gateway, and you don't mind using that gateway, you don't need to worry about this. Otherwise, if you're going to use, like I said, you're going to use the fountain, go ahead and prep an area wherever your spawn is, and I'd make it 3x3 plus one or two more blocks, and just go down 2 blocks. So when the wither skeletons spawn, they'll drop into that box, and then you need to cover it. You can cover it with any blocks. If you have an obsidian, I'd use it. They will get blown up sometimes, almost every time actually. So keep that in mind when the wither explodes in the end. It happens to the overworld also. That's why the wither skeletons will spawn here in the overworld. They actually go through the portal and drop into here. That's another reason why you need to know where your spawn is and be able to have access to it. I would suggest for you do this, go ahead, go to spawn, sit your bed up here. That way, when you come back to the fountain after killing the wither out there suffocates, then you'll be right there where the wither skeletons are and the nether star itself, because that's the whole reason to kill the wither, is to get to the nether star. Okay, so to get on with this, like I said, I'm doing it in creative so we can speed the process up. I've got my area over here because I'm in creative. But a lot of people, they put their beds where the gateway is, the end gateway. But you really don't need to do that because, like I said, you already killed the dragon. And you shouldn't die from the wither unless you just get over there and get withered and get crazy. But bring some milk. That would help that if you do get withered and that kind of thing. Okay, so I'm going to go right over here. We already killed the dragon. Like I said, I'm not doing a full tutorial on how to do this. I'm just doing the dimensions, everything you might need if you haven't ever done this, and kind of update the previous method that actually I did a collab with the mighty Meerhut, and I'll leave the link down in the description. He's updated his the collab that we done too, and I've been meaning to do mine since the new update come out, but I just hadn't had time. But definitely go check it out. He makes pretty good content, and subscribe to his channel. So you can place down any kind of dirt, podzol or regular dirt or grass, and you place the sunflower, and the sunflower will always point east. And so the way this set up is you need to be on the west side, facing in to the east of the fountain. Okay, and then this is the setup. You can use soul sand or soul soil or soul sand for the placement blocks for spawning the wither. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to show you on screen the dimensions of where everything's at. And at the top up there, where you see the blue block at the top, That's a block out on the ledge, and then you want to place water all along the white block at the top here. And let's see if I put a little space up here to make an infinite water source. There we go. So all you do, you need to have 2 buckets of water. One here, and it makes an infinite source. That might be a little hard because I have clear water on a different texture pack. But one other thing I have been told and showed, and actually go back to the sunflower. I want to give a little shout out to Daz, Family Gamer. I think he's the one that told me about this a long time ago, a couple years, 3 years ago, on Skippy 6 Gaming. We were talking about different ways to tell the direction. I think he's the one that actually pointed that out to me, so I want to give him credit for that. But if we talk about the water, setting up another way to do this, and another guy like here, like normally you used to build. Let's see if this is working. No, so it spaces out. High on Life, another guy I played with a long time with Java and Bedrock both. He pointed out if you take blocks after you build this up. Let's see, let's grab this, and you place a block in here. You want to do this before you start placing the water, otherwise it might mess up the water. But if you just make a border around here all the way, it will be a lot easier placing this water. And you won't have to go back to that infinite water source as much. You can actually just use the blocks in here. So, say here. But anyway, let's see if we can see this here. There's a source, as you see, it goes down here, and a source here, and that filled that water up in between. And you would just need to go every other one, like you can do normally, since we have this block here. So thanks, Hi, for pointing that out. It's a good tip. So anyway, you need to have the water all the way around, and you'll see the water will come all the way down here to the center once you got that done, or all the way down to the fountain blocks. Cover it up, because you need to be able to stand in this water, so when the weather does its explosions, you don't take damage. This is something I come across before season 1 of Broke Rock that I play on. So it stops wither explosions, and I've been making wither killers for a while. Yeah, there's even a point where you could actually kill the wither using cobblestone. You could spawn it into it and it couldn't break it, but that's not the case anymore, so we have to go back to the bedrock. So again, I have the dimensions here. I'll show you those one more time on screen, how this needs to be set up, all the blocks layouts to build the protection area with the water and everything, and then the dimensions to lay out for the wither spawner. This has changed, so you do want to make sure you pay attention to it, how you lay out your blocks. Okay, so let's go over to the gateway. This is my preferred method because it leaves the fountain alone, and you don't have to worry about the overworld getting the another star and all the stuff, and the wither skeletons spawning from there. When you're in here, everything, when the water runs down, just to show you here real quick, let's get in the center block. It'll run over, and it gets to the center. And the center block, it's 1 block down. The water will never reach here based on the layout, and that's where your nether star will show up. This will, when the wither skeletons show up, sometimes they'll actually get pushed to the center, so it's a little easier to kill them. You can stand out here, even in the water, and stay away from them. So that's kind of how that works. Again, we want to be on the west side of the gateway, facing into the gateway itself. So you'll be looking actually east, or the wither skeleton will actually go into the gateway from the east. These blocks are all level with where the gateway portal was before. And I'll have another screenshot up here that shows you all the dimensions that you need to have for this setup. That way you can just pause the screen and make sure you got your layout. Again, go ahead and place your water all around. you can go ahead and make a door. I'm pretty sure Meerhut had showed that too. You know, we talked about that, and every time we do this setup, you can go outside. You don't actually have to be in here, but you do have to be in radius of the wither, otherwise he could despawn. Okay, so just keep that in mind. But you can go outside. Of course, I don't have any mobs spawning right now, so no Enderman or anything. But once you get the water set up over here, you don't have to worry about the Enderman. And if you have a door that goes outside, I'd go ahead and place water in it too, just to keep the Enderman away. But like I said, I'm not going to do this. Go ahead and do it just to keep the video short. But when the wither gets done suffocating, the star will show up and it'll wash out to the center here. Let's see, let's go here. It'll wash over here to the center block, just like that. Okay, guys, hope you like this. This, like I said, is just a fast update video. I didn't want to make it real long because I know everybody's time's short, and wanted to get the video out so that you could, if you haven't seen it already, go ahead and be able to use it. If you haven't seen it, we done this on the Better Together crafting realm, and you can check the video out over there. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Have a great one. Bye.